Hi, this is Jocelyn from At Peace Therapy Centers. Thank you so much for joining me today. I just wanted to do a quick vlog about New Year's resolutions, goal setting. Um, to be honest, I have a lot of negative connotations with it, and I just want to clear the air and create a little bit of compassion towards some people about maybe New Year's and New Year's resolutions. So you might hear me go off on a little bit of a tangent. I'm a very goal-oriented, driven person, and so I don't wait for New Year's Day to create goals, and I encourage most of my clients, if they have a goal or something that they want to work towards, to create that goal at any time and work towards it. However, in our culture and in our society, a lot of the times we think that it's a new year, this time to start fresh, and we're going to create these goals. And usually, I mean, statistics are saying that within 8 days, people are failing at their New Year's resolutions. I personally don't think that that's an effective way to be compassionate towards ourselves or create a future that we want to work towards, starting it off with what we might consider failure. So I think a lot of times maybe you guys have heard me say before, like, failure really doesn't exist. We just need to try a different route. So if we shift our thinking a little bit in terms of the way we set goals, or in terms of the way we want to achieve things in the future, regardless of levels of success, then I think that we're going to be much more effective. For example, if I set a weight loss goal to lose 10 pounds of weight, and I don't achieve that, but I'm working and going to the gym and I'm eating healthy and doing things that are healthy, then I've really accomplished something that I'm looking for. So it's about how we set our goals. We want to set goals that we're in complete control of. I might not be in complete control of how much I weigh, but I am in complete control if I exercise or eat right. So that's one tip to setting goals. And then if I don't lose that 10 pounds, I'm not going to feel like a failure, because my goal wasn't to lose 10 pounds. It was to exercise this many days a week and eat right this many days a week. And so that is a success. Also, many times when we fail at something, that means we are actually working towards something. So it's a positive thing. Failure is a positive thing, and a lot of times we think it's a negative thing, but if you don't try, you will never fail. And I fail constantly at so many things that I work towards. And that's part of life, that's part of growing, and that's part of working towards something. So if I'm not failing, then that means I'm not working hard at trying to do something. And failure is just like another barrier. Okay, well, I failed at that time. What's a different way that I can reach my goal? So we want to broaden the way we look at things and understand that maybe coming in second, or maybe not tracking our food, or maybe not losing those 10 pounds, or whatever it is that you chose to set your goals for, you didn't fail, you just need to try a different route. So Lawrence gave a really great example in group yesterday. He was teaching the team process group, and he said, aim high, and if you miss, change your route. And I was like, yeah, that's right. We just need to change our route. So I wanted to share that with you guys. Also, for the last 2.5 weeks at my practice, I have heard how miserable the holidays are, how miserable New Year's is, because of the expectations we put on ourselves and the expectations we maybe hold others to. And this is just something that happens in our society over and over again. But I want to encourage you all to look at things differently. Tomorrow's Thursday. It is the beginning of 2015, but I'm not considering it to be a new year. It's Thursday. It's the same as last Thursday. The digits that I write down on my case files will now be different, but as far as what I'm choosing to do for the rest of the year, it's going to be the same as what I was doing last week. Again, with goal setting, if you want to work towards something, let's work towards it year-round. Let's not wait till the first of the year to start. Let's start today. Let's start yesterday. Let's start weeks from now. Let's start when we want to. A lot of times we just create excuses and barriers so we don't have to work towards things that might be uncomfortable because we are comfortable, even if we're in suffering, we're uncomfortable because we don't change, if that makes any sense. A lot of times it confuses people when I say, what is it about this depression, or what is it about this place that's comfortable? And they're like, what do you mean it's not comfortable, or else I wouldn't be coming to see you? I said, well, if it wasn't comfortable, you would have made some changes. And we have a lot of choice, and we have a lot of availability to make changes in our thinking and changes in our behaviors, but we have to choose. So if we're having a bad day, we might have to make a conscious effort and a conscious choice to think more positively about things, or we might have a choice, make the choice to go to the gym, make the choice to work on business things that we don't want to work on that might be boring. A lot of the times we have to make choices that will then better our worth and get us to the goals that we want to work towards, or goals that we want to succeed in. The main thing that I really want to the point I want to drive home is, in the new year, throughout this last holiday season, like I said, the expectations that we put on ourselves, on other people, it tends to not be very compassionate. And I personally, I just don't want to do it anymore. Like, I want to be compassionate to myself. I want to be compassionate to my clients. I want to love on people. I want other people to love on people, because really, life is about sharing a lot of our great experiences with other people and developing meaningful connections. But when we have expectations that we put on ourselves and other people, we tend to make it about the expectations, about the actions, about the behaviors, and less about connection. So I'm encouraging you all this year to let's develop connections. Let's have meaningful relations with others. Let's develop connectivity, vulnerability, authenticity. And most of all, let's really be compassionate to ourselves. A lot of times we would consider that to be selfish or self-serving if we decide that we don't want to go out tonight because it is going to be -5 degrees on New Year's Day. That's okay, but this is societal expectations of you need to go out on New Year's Day, it's da-da-da-da, and we got to start it off, and this whole way that people started off will tend to create some emotions in us that maybe we don't want to have. So I'm going to ask you all to be compassionate to yourselves and show love and self-compassion, vulnerability, and authenticity this year, and practice setting goals that are achievable because you've set them in the right structure, rather than goals that are out of your control, so you would feel like you weren't successful at them. And to reiterate the point about failure, if you're not failing, that means you're not working towards something and you're not trying. So shift your thoughts about failing, shift your thoughts about not succeeding, shift your thoughts about goals. If you're working towards a goal, then you are succeeding. Even if you have not reached your goal yet, if you're working towards your goal, you are succeeding. If you have come across a wall and a barrier, you need to figure out a way around it, and that's okay. That's the beauty of life, is there's more than one way to get to the end point or to our end goal, and we don't need to live by boundaries and rules and structures that tell us there's only one way to get there. So I encourage you to broaden your horizons, think outside of the box, be compassionate and loving, and enjoy 2015. I think it's going to be a fun year. So thank you so much for listening to me rant about my New Year's expectations and goals. I hope that this was a useful vlog for you. I wish you all the happiest New Year, or just good Thursday to you, as I will call it Thursday, just like every other day. And I hope that 2015 brings everybody a little bit more love, compassion, and connectivity. Thanks so much. This again is Jocelyn from At Peace Therapy Centers, and I will talk to you soon.